Fantasy World's here, and along with it are 11 new huge pets. And today I'll be going over how you can get them all super fast. So let's go. First of all, we have the huge relic deer, the huge wisp deer, and the huge royal peacock. And they're all two of this tribe. Now for the relic deer, you just need a fast time to get top 3,000 on the leaderboard. So here's some tips for that one. First of all, hot chocolate and Christmas cookies help so much. And then make sure you've got every shiny fruit and rainbow fruit on. And then also, if you place down shiny flags in this area here, this also works with rainbow by the way, but shiny pets are just way better. Anyway, now that I've got some shiny flags down, if I go into the event, my pet is now shiny. First of all, make sure they're empowered. And the enchant level that I'm going for is 5 magic orbs. This is helping a lot, but it's nowhere near the best. Something like this probably is, but this still is nowhere near the best. All I know is these enchants help, and also chest breaker's good. And then obviously you need a really good stat pet. I've got a Rainbow Empress Corgi, and that's doing me quite nicely, but anything better is amazing. And then just run this as much as you can. And then while you're running it, you also have the chance for the huge wisp deer. And there's no real way to boost your odds with this one, just do as many times as you possibly can. The more the merrier, basically. And then the luxurious peacock, which you get from the gifts. Either top 5,000 in the trial contest, and they get 250 trial gifts. Or just do the 5 trials every day, so you get even more gifts. But honestly, I don't recommend opening these. Instead, you just sell them in the trading plaza, and then with the gems you got from selling these gifts, you can buy the huge pet. Next, we have the huge pixie bee and the huge glaive griffin, and you get from the chest and the spinny wheel. Now, first and foremost, wait. These pets right now are worth about 200 million, and the pixie bee's like 1 billion. Way too much. And they're super hard to get with these being brand new. So wait at least a month so the keys and the tickets are super cheap. That way, if you are going to go for each of these, you have a realistic chance at it. But more realistically, I would just buy them in the plaza once they've dropped. So for now, hold off on these ones. But if you do want to get keys the old-fashioned way from Breakables, just use treasure hunter potions, all that stuff. Now, along with this update, a few new fishing huges were added. So we'll go over those super quickly, let's go. So the huge snow crab and the huge skeleton shark are both from just basic fishing. And apart from skulls, there's no real way to boost your odds. Just auto fish as much as you can. Obviously I've maxed everything, but if you're going for these huges, you already know that. Now these huges are pretty rare, so they will take a bit of time. But after 3 days of fishing, you'll probably be able to pull one off. So just apply scrolls and fish as much as you possibly can. Then for the huge stingray and the titanic narwhal. This is based on a leaderboard contest that's run every day. And the leaderboard contest is based on the best fish you catch in that hour. So while you're fishing for the snow crab and the skeleton shark, if you get a really heavy fish similar to this one, you'll probably need bigger, but it's a rough idea. You may be able to get the stingray, and it's definitely the easiest out of the 3. So basically, just fish as much as you can, apply scrolls, all that stuff. Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt the video, but could you please subscribe? This video will take a ton of time to make and it'll make my day. Anyways, back to the video. Now, next we have the huge walrus, which is currently an active huge pet. And I'm only briefly going to go off this one because it is an active huge pet, so it's pretty self-explanatory what you're going to do. So basically, put huge hunter and active huge potions on, and then if you really want this pet for some reason, even though it will only be like 20 million in a week, you can put the active huge overload on for a 25% boost. Now next you have the huge angel dragon, which I actually got a golden of, and you have to combine 5 fantasy fragments to get this one, and the fantasy fragments are 11 million, and then the dragon itself is only 20 million. So basically, do not go for this one, because no matter what you do, you're losing gems. You really want to buy in the trading plaza, but just do not combine for it. If you have the fragments, sell them and then buy 2 of them. And thanks for watching, goodbye!